Yeah, I mean, we talked about it all week. What a great opportunity this is for us as a program to have the number 5 team in the country come into our place. And the last time that happened in Fitton, I think it was Colgate in '03, if I'm not mistaken. So our guys were excited. We believe we matched up really well with them. I think we proved that. These guys know there's a fine line between winning and losing games at this level, particularly when you're playing the schedule that we'll play out the gate. You know, you got 2 national playoff teams, one that's ranked 5th in the country and another one that's a very good FBS program. And these guys have done a tremendous job with their preparation and putting themselves in position to win these games, but you got to be able to close out, you know, and obviously against really good teams. And again, they're number 5 in the country for a reason. They're not going to give it to you. And we had some opportunities to do that. Weren't able to do it. Thought defensively we played extremely hard. Another pretty clean game. I don't know what the total penalties were for us, but similar to week 1, these guys did a great job, not hurting themselves, being disciplined, playing team first football. There was some stuff that I thought opened up a little bit today offensively that we haven't seen yet, which was good to see, but we need more. At the end of the day, you got to convert, and we got to find a way. We're in the red zone there. We almost had a touchdown, ended up missing the field goal. That ultimately was the difference in the game.
Christian, what went into the defensive effort today, the defensive performance? I mean, they got their yards, but when you think you held them to 3 field goals, had the 4th down stop, the interception.
Yeah, I mean, we started the week off with the emphasis on no touchdowns, and we met that goal. It's just now we're coming to a point where we just got to block those field goals. We can't even let them get in that area of the field, and that's on us today. We know as a defense we got to be better on that, and we'll get back on tomorrow and get in the film and see what we can get better at. So
He said no touchdowns was kind of the theme, but what else went into the game plan?
We knew we had a really good matchup with the other team. They had a really good quarterback, great receiving core, transfer running back. So we know they had a tough squad. But at the end of the day, we just got to do what we're capable of doing. And we got to go out there, execute the game plan. And like you said, we just got to keep them out of field goal range. At the end of the day, we didn't give up no touchdowns, but we allowed them to drive down the field on us and get field goals off of us.
3 losses by a total of 7 points. Are they starting to sting a little bit?
no, not at all. I'm just worried about That's all I can say. So.
You made a change at kicker today. I mean, unfortunately, he missed that field goal.
Yeah.
What transpired in practice this week to make that change?
It was a tough call. Give Louis Pelenzuela credit. He ended up battling back and winning the job back in the spring after losing it in the fall to Daniel Porto. Won it in preseason. We try and look at it collectively as a staff and take everything in consideration. The performance the first 2 weeks, along with what happened in practice. I thought Lou handled himself really well, kicked it well. We thought Owen just gave us the best opportunity to go out and beat Rhode Island today. That's what kind of went into the decision.
How disappointing was it to not get points off of that interception?
Massively disappointing.
You
Yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, like you get a short field, you got to find ways to convert. And then you can see the momentum shifting. And that happened certainly throughout the course of the game a couple different times. And we talk all the time about the way you handle sudden change and how important that is. And this group has done an incredible job of that. And just to follow up what Christian said, regards to, they all stink. But I'll tell you this, though, I think sometimes from the outside, if you're not inside of it, it's hard to really understand the culture that this group has built in a very short amount of time. We're not concerned with what's happening before or what's happening on the road. We're just focused on what's happening next. I have a strong belief in the leadership in this team, a strong belief in this group of young men, and I have no doubt they're going to handle this the right way. We've proven that we can play with anybody in the country. We got to find ways to finish, and we got to find ways to continue to move the needle and go forward. And our goal this week is to continue to get better and grow from what happened today and put on a good performance down in Yale versus a very good team.
What did you see on your touchdown drive? Again, the defense helped set you up almost in midfield on that.
Yeah, we got some looks that we thought were pretty good. We knew there was going to be a jet. We hit a jet for like I think 6 or 7. Then we ended up hitting a boundary, play action shot to the slot. Came up with a big X play there, and then a red zone we converted. There was some stuff that thought we would have got cleaner, but at the end of the day, we ended up converting on the 4th down play, which is the type of things you do to win football games.
How do you feel about the offense? They were obviously coming after you all day today.
Yeah.
Defense, but just what do you see there?
Well, we got to score more than you got to score more points. I think the big thing is the ability, like when you get the ball back. There was moments today that you hadn't really seen the first 2 weeks where like there were some things happening and transpiring, like taking advantage of some of our guys in the perimeter. Some of the play action stuff was rolling, a little bit more open sets. I think it was played into our favor and what we're going to be potentially good at moving forward. But you got to find ways, and you get the ball back with 2 minutes and 2 timeouts. drive down for the winning field goal, and you create an X play right off the scramble. Like, we got to find a way to close that game out. Give them credit; they're a good football team. You know, they're a national playoff team, number 5 team in the country. But this was an unbelievable opportunity for us, and thought the kids' effort was tremendous. We just got to be cleaner down the stretch.